Hi, my fellow Scorpios. Rhonda here with your weekly reading. I wanted to, I know I'm late getting this posted and I do apologize. I'm so sorry. Um, but I do want to let you know that part of the reason that this is late is was changing up the format a little bit. So to let you know, I drew three of the fairy tarot cards, and then I pulled three oracle cards from A Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. And then I have one of the Healing with the Fairies Oracle, a chakra card, and an intention card. So still getting your 9 cards. Just wanted to let you know that I did change up the format just a little bit, and I'm anxious to hear your feedback on that. Let me know if you like it, don't like it, whatever. I'm interested to know how you feel about it. So, without further ado, as I try to skip my chair up a little bit, sorry, we'll go ahead and get started with your reading. So the first card that you got was the Priestess, but it was in the reverse position. So that means now is not the time to be doing anything. Like don't take any action. There's you're wanting to push forward maybe with plans, and this is saying nope, hold off for a little bit. The Empress has all the tools she needs, right? She has everything she needs. She has all of her tools. She's gained her knowledge. She has all these tools that she has, but that's not you right now, right? You're struggling a little bit. There's missing pieces, and so this card is just kind of a laid back a little bit. Don't push the river, right? Lay back a little bit. Okay, and then the card that goes with that is has come up in almost every reading, which I love because this is one of the most beautiful cards in this deck. It's my favorite so far. I'm going to actually read this to you. I try not to with these cards, but this one I'm going to because she words it so beautifully that I can't do it justice. So you got the Cosmos. The Cosmos appears as always as an ally and never as a challenger. Creativity in all forms is represented by the Cosmos. This is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative, and you're always co-creating with the divine. The cosmos also represents the principle of infinity and the vastness of energetic exchange of consciousness influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention we set is, in fact, contagious with the power to influence others. We're entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others from an individual level to a global one. This is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. Most important, keep taking action towards your goals as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. In expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. So I think, because, the Cosmos card is saying, keep following your dreams, go be creative, go do. And the Empress is saying, no, don't. So here's what you need. Here's how I feel they go together, right? You come up with your own interpretation. But my feeling is that, that you need to focus on that co-creating with the divine. That's the piece that you're missing. Okay? Is getting inside, getting into that deep part of your spirit, and to make sure that what you're doing is in your highest good. And I think you're going to see that further in the other cards that you have. And because I'm looking at them, I already know what they are. So I think this plays out more along with the rest of the reading. And so I think that trusting your intuition and your gut, connecting in with your source, God, whatever you call your source, your creator. Get into that divine alignment with the cosmos. That's going to be really helpful for you, and I think that's going to really make the difference between what's going to be working and what's not going to be working at this time. Okay, so check in with your source before you take action. Okay, then you got the two of winter, or the five of winter, I'm sorry. Five, not two, five. Five of winter. And the five of winter is about dishonest people, making sure that you are really walking away from people who are not in alignment with your highest good, right? It's also about maybe realizing that what you think you want isn't in your best interest. So I think this goes back to that don't take action on what you think you want. And I'm getting goosebumps like through my whole body right now. This goes directly back to the first card of don't take action, because maybe what you want isn't what's in your highest good. It isn't what you need for your true happiness, which is why you need to check in with the cosmos, right? Because some things aren't worth effort. and some things, and so you really need to be careful, like really check that, okay? And to go with that, you got the eyes of beauty in reverse also, which is also asking you in a reverse position. It's asking you about your expectations and how you're viewing the world. Like, are you in a position where you're just being all judgmental, right? Like not seeing the good in, well, look at what she did, or look at what he did, and oh my God, can you believe that person? And just letting those kinds of things influence you. And what this card challenges you to do is to look at each person or each thing as being divinely perfect, right? Including yourself. You're divinely perfect. Every single person on this planet was perfect, is divinely perfect, right? God created each one of us to be perfect. And in his eyes we are, right? And so you have to ask yourself, how are you looking at things, right? So this card's calling you to action on that. And I think that's also ties back to not taking action and really checking on who you're hanging out with, right? And we're all perfectly created, but that doesn't mean people are in your best interest or things are in your best interest, right? So really checking in and doing that gut check and getting clarity. The eyes of beauty is also about cutting through that illusion that you've created. There's illusion there, and so it helps cut away that illusion to get back to that. Okay? And then you got the Six of Autumn. And the Six of Autumn is all about, good news, because the good things that you are doing are coming back to you, right? Because good things do. I say it all the time. Put good out, good comes back. Put bad out, bad comes back, right? What we put out comes back to us. And so you're going to see that you're going to see some good things coming back to you because you are doing good things, right? But be careful about borrowing money, or how you're investing your money, or how you're spending your money, really your debt. And so this is, although the Six of Autumn is really good, just make sure that you're being careful about that. And to go with that, you got the Spirit Whisperer also in reverse. The Spirit Whisperer is also about a connection with the divine, by the way, so much so, and that higher knowing. But in a reverse position, it's a red flag. And the reason it's a red flag is it is like, danger, danger, stop what you're doing right now, because you're headed down a familiar path. You are repeating the same mistakes you've made before. You are redoing things that you've already done, that you've already, that pattern of behavior, that's what I'm getting at. The pattern of behavior, repeating a pattern of behavior that is not in your best interest, which is also why you should not move forward. The Priestess card, right? Because you're trying to get where you need to be following a pattern of behavior that you've done in the past. And the Spirit Whisperer is yelling, danger, danger, turn around and go the other way. You don't need to come back through here, right? So that is something I want you to keep in mind as you're moving through the week. Really keep that in mind in the back of your head about, is this behavior I've already done? Like, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result, right? And so you have to ask yourself, is this behavior that I'm exhibiting? And this could be with money. It could be, I think it's with money because the Six of Autumn came up, right? So money, but it can also relate to relationships or anything, right? Anything that is, going on in your world right now. Stop and ask yourself, have I been here before? Have I been in this situation before? And if so, how did I react to this situation before? Do I need to react to it in the same way, or can I come at it from a different angle and get a better result? So I think that is kind of what the Spirit Whisperer is trying to steer you towards, right? So there's that. Okay. And for your Healing with the Fairies, you got new location. The fairies are very much in touch with geographical changes. They sense that your energy is drawing you to a new location. Perhaps you've been thinking about moving to a new home, and this card signifies that it's time to consider that change. Write a list of features you desire in your new home and ask the fairies to help you find and acquire your new residence. This card could also mean that your place of employment is changing. You could be on the cusp of finding a new job, or your current employer may transfer you to a new location or promote you to a different office. Regardless of the type of new location, trust that this is a change for the better that will bring great improvements into your life. Okay, so that could also be a reason you need to stop, right? Like maybe there's something better coming along your way. So that's another reason you need to kind of check in with Source and see what's kind of happening in your world. And again, where you got the Six of Autumn about money, it could be a job or your financial situation shifting, right? So I want you to, kind of stop for a minute, do a check in with what's going on before you make any moves forward. Okay. All right. And then for chakra, you got a root chakra, anchor in the now. You're present, strong, and worthy, capable of creating the harmonious and beautiful life you desire. Hold still in this wisdom, the knowledge that you are safe and stable, the awareness that Mother Earth is guiding and protecting you every step of the way. Your path to this moment was both guided and intended. Crystal for that is black tourmaline, and the herb is burdock. So I think that's important, especially if you're working with, changing your perception, your expectations of others, and letting go of those people who aren't there in your best interest, maybe possibly also in thinking about how you're shifting possibly locations, or possibly, there's several possibilities here, right? So staying really anchored in the now and grounded in the moment is going to help you a lot as you go through this. And your intention for the week is burning to connect. I seek to embrace and connect with others as a means of expanding my capacity to give and receive love. By loving and connecting openly, I receive the energy of others, which enhance my life. And through these connections, I learn new skills and gain new tools for my practice. And the stone for that is azurite, and the essential oil is blue lotus. And I think that that's a really nice card for you, that burning to connect and setting that intention for a connection, right? Because it could be that sometimes, we get messages from source through other people, and so those connections and those tools we can add to our toolbox. The Empress has her toolbox, right? So any tools that we can add to our toolbox that we can get from other people or whatever will really be helpful for us at this time. So, all right, that is all I have for you this week, Scorpios. There is a link in the comment section. I do accept free will donations for my readings. If you feel called, please click the link. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I lost my train of thought there for a second. I'm so sorry. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Remember how much I love you, and I'll see you next time.